I can usually tell within 30 seconds whether a golfer has a good weight shift or not, and I don't even need to see him swing. So we have to make sure that we're balancing correctly. Think about it, you're taking your weight from about equal to very much onto one side, and you need to be able to balance so you don't fall over, right? So what we're gonna do, really simple, the first stage of balance, you just get your club, you stand like this with one leg, and see if you can hold it with your eyes open, okay? Then the next step up is see if you can hold this then with your eyes closed, right? See how it's a little bit, I'm not even great at that, right? And then you can step up your balance challenges with adding things that make your brain think about other stuff besides balance. Think about it, on the course, you're over the ball, you're saying, okay, where are my hands going? What's the wind direction? All that. You're not thinking, oh, and also, by the way, I need to remember to kind of balance. Your brain is thinking about 7 different things. So when you train this, you want to make sure that you're training your balance while you're thinking about other stuff. So in the clinic, I will have people where they stand like this, and I'll say, okay, count backwards from 100 by 3s, right? So that way you have a cognitive load that you have to do. Okay, 100, now that's 97, so that's 94. It simulates what you'll have to do that in the golf course, where you're thinking about 18 different things in the swing and not the balance. So adding cognitive tasks, you can also take unstable surfaces, maybe roll up a towel, stand on the towel. That can be another challenge, right? You can do motions with your arms, like you can just kind of go through your swing if you want to. All of these things challenge the balance of that lead leg. Now, as a physical therapist, I would be remiss if I did not tell you also do the balance on your trail leg. It is very important to do that, not just because you need it in the swing, right? Your weight shifts, so it goes from one side to the other, but just general health. It's good to have good balance. If you want the basic program I use with my golfers here in Scottsdale, I've actually included it free in the description, or you can use the QR code here. So another thing that can kill your weight shift is actually if you have a stiff hip on the lead side, right? So if you need to come right over into the weight shift and not be able to kind of turn onto that lead hip. So really simply, we're gonna just start getting on the floor, and you wanna be at this 90-degree position with all major joints. So your knee, your hip should be at 90, and then this should be at 90. Now, for most righty golfers, lead side, well, not most, all righty golfers, your lead side is your left side. If you're a lefty golfer, lead side would be your right. And what you want to do is you want to turn into this hip. So you want to get your pelvis facing forward and then turn away. So turn towards the knee, away from the camera that I'm looking at, and then hold this. You should feel kind of a stretch down through your hip, okay? So that's a really good way of getting the actual ability to turn and to be able to transfer your weight over to the front leg in the swing. Now, you want to also get some power, right? You want to be able to control this so that you don't just kind of, you do the position, but you actually hit the ball down the fairway. The way that you can do that and gain some power in that is to turn your hips over and then do little lift-offs, okay? Sometimes this is really challenging, and if you have a little bit of a cramp back here, that's fine. Even just little intentions, like trying to just lift it off at the beginning is fine. But the pros, they're way up here. I can't even get to that high. These motions will help you turn into your hip, make you comfortable on that lead leg around and that full follow through, and allow you to transfer your weight as efficiently as you can in the swing. All right, so another really important thing when it comes to being able to shift your weight to your lead side is actually you gotta be pretty confident in the strength of your lead side. The last thing you wanna do is swing and then you fall off the tee box, either because your balance is bad or because your body is going so hard into this leg and then it just can't give that back. It can't get that force to propel the ball down the fairway. So it's really important to do single leg strengthening. Now, there are a lot of exercises that work on this kind of bending and straightening the leg and doing it with one leg. I'm just gonna show you my favorite and one that you can do easily at home, and then I'm gonna show you a variation to make it harder, right? So the first thing is a lunge, right? So I'll put the club down, and you start here with one leg forward, one leg back, and then what you want to do is you want to be able to go down as close as you can but not touching to the ground. Now, this is 2 legs, right? This leg is actually doing something, but it's much more on your left leg. It's not 100% only one side, but it's pretty darn close, okay? And I guarantee you, you'll get tired, maybe hold a few weights, and you can do that either stationary or walking lunge, right? And just keep going down your hallway. The next step up from that is to raise your foot. So I have a bench here, and then I'm gonna put my foot on the bench, okay? This challenges that balance that we talked about, and you're gonna go down and then back up. See how I go farther down in the motion, so it makes it more strength on my leg. Now, this is a little bit more challenging, so this is where I would say maybe if you need the strength challenge, but you find you're wobbling too much, get the club here, and then use that fingertip support, nothing big, just to go down, and then come on back up. As you get better at this, you'll eventually lose the club and be able to do that. We call those the Bulgarian split squats. They're great, not only for weight shift, but also excellent exercise to get more power. One of the major components of getting a good weight shift onto the lead leg when you swing is hip mobility. I have a video about how to unstuck your hips, how to get your hips looser. It goes much more in depth on that topic and gives you a lot more exercises specifically if you want to learn about hip rotation.